We are going to divide 2006 by 17. First, we're going to put our dividend, 2006, inside the box, and our divisor outside the box. We're solving for our quotient. The first thing I need to do is set up my times tables of 17, over here. So, should I multiply 17 times 10, 17 times 100, 17 times 1,000? Well, let's start with 100. 17 times 100 is 17 plus 2 zeros. If I look here, that is smaller. 1,700 or 1,700 is smaller than 2006. So I know that I should keep going in the hundreds. So 17 times 200. I'm just going to add 1,700 plus 1,700 because that's the same thing as multiplying 17 by 200. So 1,700 plus 1,700, that's 14. Regroup the 1, that's 3,400. Now, I can tell that I don't need to go any further, but I might need to go further for my next problem, so I'm going to keep going. 17 times 300 equals 5,100 or 5,100. 17 times 400, just going to add 1,700 again. 0, 0, 8, 6, 6, 8, 0, 0. Now I'm going to stop. I'm going to take a gamble and stop and see, maybe I don't need to go above 400. I can tell that 1,700, 17 times 100 is 1,700. That's less than 2006. But 17 times 200 is 3,400. Or 3,400, that's too big. So I'm going to put my 100 here as my partial quotient, my 17 here, my 1,700 here, and I'm going to subtract. 6 minus 0 is 6. 0 minus 0 is 0. You can't subtract 7 from 0, so I'm going to regroup, put my 1 here, make this 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. 306 is bigger than 17, so I need to go back to my times tables. What I'm going to do is remove the zeros because I'm not multiplying by 100 anymore. I'm multiplying by tens. So I can look. I've got 306. 17 times 10 is 170. 17 times 20 is 340. That is less than, that is greater than 306. 340 is greater than 306. So I'm going to go with the 10 spot, the number 10. That's my other partial quotient. And I'm going to say 170. And I'm going to subtract 6 minus 0 is 6. I cannot subtract 7 from 0, so I'm going to regroup. 10 minus 7 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. So I have 136. How many times does 7 go into 136? Not sure. We're going to go with our ones now. I'm going to subtract the zeros because we're going to be going with ones. Well, I know that 7 times 1 is 17. 17 times 4 is 68. That's not big enough. So I'm going to just keep going with 68 plus 17. 8 plus 1 is 5. 8 plus 7 is 5. Regroup, add this 1, it's going to be 8. So 17 times 5 is 85. Not big enough. add another 17 is 12, that's 10, 17 times 6 is 102, well that's not big enough. Add another 17, 2 plus 7 is 9, 0, 1, 1, 119, well that's not big enough. One more time, 17, 9 plus 7 is 6. My number here is 6, so we're probably getting close. Regroup. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. 136. So I know that if I multiply 17 times 8, or add 17 8 times, I'm going to get 136. So I'm going to put my next partial quotient here. I'm going to subtract 136. I'm going to get 0. And I know that 100 plus 10 plus 8 is 118. Now, this is an important problem. So, I want to check my work. I can check my work by doing the opposite of division, which is multiplication. I can multiply, because I know my answer here is now 118. I can multiply 118 times 17. If I get 2006, I know that I've solved my problem correctly. 8 times 7 is 56, I hope. Let's see. 8 times 7 is 56. So I'm going to 56. I only put the number from the ones here. I regroup the 5s. 1 times 7 is 7, plus 5 is 12, right? So I put the 2 here and I regroup the 1. 1 times 7 is 7, plus 1 is 8. I'm going to put a 0 here. I'm going to erase these because I don't want to look at them anymore. They might confuse me. 8 times 1 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. I'm going to add them together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 8 is 10. I'm going to regroup that 1. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Regroup. 2006. 2006, I know I got my answer correct.